We're with Joshua and Justin. We met them a few nights ago, and I introduced them last night to the team, and we're just here and we're going to talk a little bit. So first off, I kind of want to get to know a little bit about you guys. I know a little bit more about Justin, not so much you, Josh, so you want to start?
Well, my name is Joshua. I go by Josh. So currently I'm in school. I go to Life University down in Marietta.
Cool.
I'm a student athlete.
Nice.
So I play for the soccer team there.
Cool.
And then I'm studying. And I'm also still trying to figure out balancing like school and like real estate and like all this other stuff that I'm trying to get together.
Okay. How long have you been playing soccer?
I've been playing soccer for basically my whole life.
Wow.
Yeah, since we both were kids.
I think since 3.
Yeah, since 3.
I think he started at 3 and I started at 5.
Yeah.
What position do you play in? I forget.
I'm centerman.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then,
Centerman and right back. Mostly
Nice.
right back right now.
so did you guys grow up like scrimming each other?
We
Yeah.
always, for example,
Yeah.
we would have like that group of friends that would play.
Yeah.
We would always be like on different teams.
Oh.
We were like rivals.
Yeah.
Okay.
We would be the captains of our own team.
Our own team.
Wow.
We would build it
Yeah.
out. Like every
Yeah.
birthdays we had,
Yeah.
we had a big front yard and we would just
Yeah.
before everyone arrives, we were already planning out our teams and we had like our set time for. All right, after the cake, we're gonna go play a full match,
Yeah,
stuff like that.
he was better.
I would say I'm better attacking wise,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. I was always more like a defensive player.
Yeah.
So like when we played Bean League sometimes together,
Yeah.
I would assist him more and he would score.
Right.
Huh.
But then on free kicks, I'm the more technical guy.
Okay.
And defensive guy. He's the more physical / attacker guy.
Yeah, I guess I would say that. Yeah.
And then how did you get from playing soccer in high school into college? How did that work out?
So that was actually quite interesting because like my main goal at the time was kind of following his footsteps.
Yeah.
Cause like I don't know, you guys know, like he went to go play in Mexico and like that was his goal or what he was doing. Yeah, and then I thought that was what I wanted as well. So I basically try to plan. All right, so how am I gonna get to his position? How am I gonna go and like to a whole nother country and just basically start a new life
Right.
and play soccer over there? And then I basically reflected off his experiences and saw he did struggle, and I saw how in some areas I think I would struggle even more, or I think it would be harder for me to adapt.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I made that decision like in a span of a week.
Yeah.
I was gonna go to Mercer and play there, but then I have some family over there and they were telling me that Pachuca, they have like a good pathway to go to the academy.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I was about to graduate. I was like in April. I still didn't come into any like college. So you know what? I'm gonna just take the risk. I'd rather just do it and not regret it. So yeah, and when he meant like the struggle is like the whole lifestyle changes, like
course.
Spanish,
Yeah.
like
Same.
full time. Yeah. So and then the foods, the culture.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a bit more whitewashed than me.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Where did you guys learn to play?
My dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He basically started it all.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
Especially being like Mexican.
Yeah.
You kind of have to.
It's our natural.
I gotta ask, who's your favorite Mexican players growing up?
Mexican player?
Yeah.
Of all time or just
Of all time.
Of all time? That's tough.
No, he has one that is like absolutely glazing on.
I'm not glazing. I'm not glazing or anything, but I just think he's the future of Mexican national team. It's Santi Jimenez.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
You've heard of him?
Yeah, of course.
it's one of the top scorers of the year.
He's good club wise, and then
Yeah.
when he comes to the Mexico team,
Yeah.
he does
I mean,
it.
That's the common issue with most of the Mexican players now.
I know.
Yeah.
'Cause my favorite is it's they're midfielders, so it's Luis Chavez or Edson Alvarez.
The Santos?
Nah.
No?
I don't even like Chicharito like that.
Really?
Either. I don't
Yeah.
like him.
I'm Raul Jimenez. I support Wolves, so I met him.
Oh,
okay,
yeah,
no
yeah.
way.
So I met him. I have like a signed jersey by him. So
Oh, you met
that's
him?
So
yeah,
cool.
I met him in
What?
England.
Oh damn.
Great guy. So
Yeah,
then I
nice.
watched him play here at Mexico versus Venezuela. I think like 2
Oh,
years
for
ago.
real?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Mercedes-Benz. So
Oh
that was
damn.
good
Wow.
too.
Yeah.
So I know you guys are both really good at soccer. Your brother has a rental property. Did you guys help each other when it came to acquiring that rental property, or was that mainly you, Justin?
Okay, so with that, I think it was mainly he helped out when it came to like renovating and
Yeah.
like doing the whole rehab.
Okay.
But acquiring it, it was like money wise. Yeah, it was mainly me. But sometimes he would help out. Like for example, when I was working with the agent to acquire that property, I didn't even go see the house myself in person. It was him and my parents because I was working.
Right.
So I told him, yeah, you guys have to go for me. I can't miss work.
Yeah, and that's when me and my dad, like, we showed up, we saw the property, and then we saw the potential, because you know how, like, his property is basically 2 units.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we saw how like the garage area,
Yeah.
it can easily be like split in half,
Yeah.
2 separate properties, because it was just by 1 door.
Yeah.
So we just broke down the wall. We broke down the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
That
covered it
connected
with,
the
that
garage
connected
to-
both,
Yeah.
and then just built a wall there.
Okay.
And then because the separate like garage itself had a whole room, it had a whole it had a laundry room there too, and then it basically had everything. So we were like, might as well.
Yeah, because what I was mainly looking for a duplex to start off to do like house hacking. So I said, okay, if it's not a duplex, I want a house, a big house, so I can divide into 2 units. So that's what ended up happening. But now since like I'm very interested in getting into multifamily, which is why I'm on board with that.
Yeah.
Because I want to be able to just either duplex or go
For
higher.
for those who don't know, the backstory on the multifamily is we met Justin at a meetup like this, 2.5 months ago?
Yeah.
And the way we ran into him was because we were sitting with Alexis at the same table with him. He sat down right next to us, and the way that we connected was through young age. We had that was what we had in common, was the youth. So about, what was it, a few days ago, a week ago, something like that, he came to our office and we pretty much talked on how we can work together in the multifamily industry. And so now we're pretty much doing all of our multifamily stuff as a group, and that's kind of where we are right now, is the backstory on that. And then I have a question regarding the contracting work that your dad does. I know that you guys install floors, so he told me that your dad was able to completely like renovate that rental property out. Did you help with that?
Yeah, I was basically his his right hand man.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, we always grew up like helping him out, being like always there for like just jobs in general. So yeah, we basically added a whole new bathroom, added like a small little kitchen to like the second unit. We renovated the whole like main unit. Like we of course changed the flooring.
Yeah, like all the painting.
Yeah, all the painting.
Flooring.
Yeah.
Appliances.
Yeah.
What was probably the hardest part of renovating that place?
I would
I
say
think it's the bathroom.
yeah, the bathroom. All the plumbing is really
Yeah, we installed basically a new bathroom in there. The plumbing was.
When we do our comps, we estimate 20K. It's 20K, right, per bathroom. Is that how much it usually costs?
Thank you per bathroom.
Yeah, to renovate a bathroom. Does that sound about right?
Like completely scrap.
Completely, like a brand new everything in there.
Well, I mean, I only spent for everything was like 5 to 6K.
Okay. I guess that's the labor that.
yeah. You
that
save
makes
on
it
the labor,
expensive.
so
Yeah, that because and materials. I
yeah.
mean,
So we didn't get paid.
like
if you-
Right.
flooring wise, it was free labor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Flooring wise, we had all the material saved up. We had paint wise, one of our cousins, he's a painter.
Yeah.
He has his own company, so he had extra paint. Like he just clutched up and I was able to use it.
That's that network.
Yeah, and he just gave us. We had like more than 10 gallon, like 10 other buckets.
Wow.
We used that, and then landscaping wise, my other cousin, he has like all the machinery. We just cut down, fixed everything up, and then yeah, I think the only big expenses was the appliances.
Yeah. How long did it take you guys to renovate the place from when you got it to when you were ready to rent it out to a turnkey?
So I got it on January 28th
Okay.
of last year, and then it didn't rent out until the last week of March. So it took us like 2 months.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So I have a question for Josh. So obviously it was kind of your idea to go ahead and get the rental property. So did you have any like hesitation about what he was doing, or were you like straight on board with what he was doing?
So me, I was straight on board like since the start because I think it was like a great idea. Plus, like just seeing the property itself, I was like, yeah, this is the property. We need to get this one.
Yeah.
Like this was the right one for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best thing, like
Yeah.
having someone that's like straight on board always.
Yeah.
Especially as like you guys are brothers. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. Like having a brother relationship. We were talking about this the other day, like
Yeah.
how much we'd be able to work more if like we were actually brothers. Like we'd be in the same house all the time. Like I think all we would do is work. Like 24/7, we just work. Because when these guys stay at my house, like there was nights where we'd be up to like 2, 3 a.m. like just working on random stuff, like just to get ahead of the next day so we can do more and more and more. So it's like we've had that conversation, like what if we actually were brothers and we lived together? Like imagine how crazy that would be.
Yeah.
Wait, so how far do you guys live from each other?
Like, 2 minutes, yeah.
Literally down the street.
It's always been like, how did you guys meet?
Like we always went to the same like pool.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
in
wow.
our neighborhood. So I kind of knew him for like a while, but then like we went to the same middle school together, and that's kind of when we first became friends, and Diego as well, all at the same time. So we're still with like that same group.
Are you still living in the same area?
Yeah, same place.
Oh, damn.
Diego actually used to live like
Oh,
20
Diego
steps
lived
away from
literally
me.
next door.
Yeah, like
Oh,
next door
yeah.
neighbors, and then Diego moved down the street, so he's like 5 minutes away from us now. But everyone's pretty much stayed pretty close together, so it's pretty easy for us to all work. Like when we can't use this space, the next spot is my basement, which is it's a
Oh,
pretty
no,
nice space
okay.
to work, but you know it's hard to focus when it's like
I know.
we're in there always messing around, but then we have to try to like focus up in there. So it's definitely a different atmosphere when you come into an office than when you're in like your friend's basement.
No, yeah, because even when I work in my room, you got my sister next door, like watching shows, music, my parents blasting the TV on their telenovelas, and I'm like, and I'm trying to make calls. I gotta shut the door.
Yeah.
Then I have my dogs scratching at the door.
Yeah.
I'm like,
It's a completely different feeling when you're like actually like you focus so much more. I feel like.
yeah.
I mean, the first place we did get our deal was in Dylan's
Yeah,
basement. That's kind of why we were like.
We had bar stools set up. Like
No
he
way.
had his computer right here. I had my phone right here, and he'd be reading me the phone numbers. We'd just be dialing. I'd be dialing with 2 hands, calling people, speaker, hang up, next thing, and like we said last night at that meetup, that first day that we made that 15 grand, we called like every single person that we saw,
Yeah.
and then just talk to them. Like we were just having random conversations with people, like trying to be friendly and get to know them to where we build that level of trust to where they will work with us. You know what I mean? So that was something that we did there, and we were just knocking out calls. And that's when we were also calling pre-foreclosures and foreclosures, like directly calling them off spreadsheets from the county.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys kind of, I noticed you guys kind of do basically a bit of everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I like that because that's it's kind of like me because I want to dip my toes in everything.
Right.
But I'm like, because some people recommend just niche down on one thing.
For sure.
But I'm like,
We've heard that a lot.
but I'm like, what if you can do everything with a team?
Yeah.
Cause like me myself, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't do like pre-foreclosures Monday, expired Tuesdays. on market.
We do what needs to be done when it needs to be done. Like there's no like we went to Aspire and that billionaire Sarah Blakely was talking about how she had a schedule for what she was going to do each week, but like it's like if we only wholesale once a day, then we'll miss out on other deals the other 4 days or 6 days of the week. And then like if we do, it's just like we do what needs to be done when it needs to be done and when it calls for it to be done. So like we don't have like planned times for us to do pre-foreclosures, foreclosures, wholesale listing, multifamily listing. Like we're trying to do everything all the time, like so it runs smoothly. You know what I mean? Like so we're never missing anything. And I think that the first thing that we tried to do was scale. What do you think about that?
Yeah, a lot of people at first were like, don't diversify, stick to one topic and just like nail it. But I thought like the best way is to kind of not do like as much as you can, but do like enough where it's comfortable for you. But the best thing is just learning. Like we're so young that we have so much time. Where right now it's just all about like investing in ourselves and learning. Yeah. So if we can learn like the basics of everything, we can go back in what years too and just straight master it. Yeah. And it'll be so much better than just kind of mastering one thing and moving to another.
It definitely helps because like you look up to people that know a lot more than you, and like I said last night as well, that learning curve, like if you can cut that out and like really take from what they messed up on and put that into your work, then you'll miss out on it too. You won't have to go through that, because I truly believe like everyone is gonna fail at some point. Like we said this, like there was like a few weeks where we weren't having any leads, we're having any deals, and Henry said to me like, this is when most people quit. Like we have to keep going, just get through it. This is when most people quit. And now like every single day I have people sending me stuff. Like I won't even touch my phone for a day and I'll have 10 text messages. Can you take a look at this? Can you dispo this? Like, can you help me with this wrap? What about this multifamily? Like stuff like that is where we are now. And like what, a month and a half ago, we were like sitting in our office like looking at the ceilings, like thinking about what we should do. So we definitely changed our
Let's kind of talk about last night. So obviously we were speaking. How did you guys do? Obviously was this kind of like your first?
Yeah, this was my
event?
first.
Yeah. So
event.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it. I'm down to go to more events, be more involved for sure, and like just meeting new people. I think that was really cool.
Right.
Yeah, like we met like a lot of cool guys. Yeah, like the Amazon FBA guy was pretty cool.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Collins.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
Yeah, for sure.
Great car too. My dad was like, he was driving this thing.
Yeah. I think both of our parents talked to you. And
Yeah.
just shocked by like the power of Amazon FBA. So.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Because even like stuff like that, like when he was trying to get into e-commerce, even my parents thought it was like a scam.
Yeah. Exactly. Everyone thinks.
We got called pyramid scheme for like the first few weeks in school, like, because like nobody knows what wholesale is, but like it's a growing industry. Like if you just walk to someone on the street and say, do you know what wholesaling is? Like maybe 1 out of 50 people will know what that actually is, and know like from start to finish what that looks like. So I think we're focused on teaching that to more people. As the industry grows, we're going to grow with it and bring people along with our journey is our main goal right now.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, because like I told him this, that it's good that we're starting now. Like even like I'm like right now I'm the oldest here, but even in my generation, it's just people are not like, you can say, financially literate. And this is all kind of like, oh, this is like a old man's career, profession. You know, like young guys are not really in it. And I didn't like that, because I'm basically like the first gen in my family. So I'm just learning as I go, and now I have a lot of like old peers from high school and stuff that just reach out. Hey, I see you're in real estate. I want to learn more. How can I start? Something like that. So I mean, I see the difference from what I even post, even simple stories, networking and stuff. It catches the eye.
Yeah.
So you guys, especially last night, caught an eye.
What were the needs that, like, when we network, we're always trying to, like, we have needs, right? And when we're trying to meet other people, we're trying to find people that can help us meet those needs and bring stuff to the table that will help us as we give them stuff, right? So, like, what was mainly what y'all were looking for? I think the 3 main things are time, money, and knowledge. What were the main things you guys were looking for last night, and what did you have to offer?
Okay.
So yeah, like this was my first time, so I was just trying to look and see how everything like kind of worked.
Yeah.
So I was just basically seeing, like mirroring what he was doing, and
Right.
Yeah, because this was my third meetup I've done, and I naturally like talking to people, so I just went up to them. What I was looking for is connecting with other wholesalers, more experienced ones,
Right.
because I like calling myself. I naturally want to become better at sales, so that's a skill I want to develop even more.
Of course.
It's annoying. Cold calling is annoying,
Right.
but I mean, I have to not
You gotta do it, yeah.
Gotta do it. So I wanted to reach out to other wholesalers, meet people that were buying businesses, and then get in contact with private money, because like for my next rental, I'm looking just to use private money. I don't want to use none of my cash.
So your two things were, you have the time, right? So
Yeah.
your two things were knowledge and money.
Basically.
Were your two things, and then you're getting into it.
Yeah.
So knowledge, you have time. What did you
Yeah.
say? And then time and knowledge is mainly what you have, or well, time is what you have, and then knowledge and money is what we all need, right?
Yeah.
So that's what we're always looking for. That's like when we're young, we always promote that we have more time than anyone in that room, right? Because we don't have families to take care of. We don't have like adult things that we have to do, with things that we have to show up for, except school, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, even that we can work out of school.
Yeah. Even school is pretty.
Yeah.
It's not like hard labor. It's
Yeah.
chill.
Yeah, a lot of those guys have like W-2s and then like kids and like
Yeah.
it's just
Like-
so much
Yeah,
more
yeah.
stuff. They have
Yeah,
to
no, they
so
have a
much more
whole life.
responsibility,
Yeah.
exactly. And then we're kind of just sitting here like school, you know, obviously you have your target and stuff like that, soccer, so.
Yeah.
But for the people watching, that we have more time is not an excuse for you not to start.
Yeah.
Let's just make that clear. Like,
Yeah.
you guys have time too. It's just where you can fit it in. It's everyone's schedule is different. I would just say don't let time stop you. For sure, is a big thing.
Yeah.
Like Justin here, is it like the two jobs you were working and you were still like fitting this in and getting this done? Like this guy right here is amazing. He was working two jobs. One with your dad, right? And then the other at Target. And then he owns a rental property already. You've been in wholesale and real estate for like a year, right?
Yeah.
So like his first year, he's got a rental property, and he's getting into wholesale. So there's so many different ways you can get into it with minimum time. I think when people say they don't have enough time is a really bad excuse. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I was like a couple months ago, I was knocking out like 75 hours, just working.
Yeah.
That wasn't including none of the real estate stuff. So I always had to include either podcast or paces Zooms
Mm-hmm.
at work.
Yeah.
And then once, I mean, I saved the money. I was even like adding DoorDash in between hours just to like save the money.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
like.
And then once I got that done, plus the gym,
Yeah, you would never see this guy.
Yeah.
I hate missing the gym.
Yeah.
Like right now, I've been cutting it because I need to dedicate more time to like calls.
Right.
So, but no, yeah. Once like with the rentals, so it's two rentals, so two different tenants.
Right.
I'm managing that on my own. They hit me up with the most random, like needs,
Yeah.
but like
You
last.
gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I know I gotta do. It cash flow is good though.
Yeah.
So that's why, and they're good tenants, so I appreciate them.
What does it bring in a month usually off to?
After all expenses, reserves, everything, like 600, 700.
That's pretty good. And then what about before that?
Before that,
Yeah.
cause I put like 400 to reserves,
Okay.
like maintenance, repairs, everything. So I mean, if you don't,
Like what is?
Oh, in
the,
total?
In
It's like,
total, like before all
yeah.
expenses.
there's like 3,200, something like that,
amazing.
and the mortgage is 1,900.
That's awesome.
So I mean,
So,
that's extremely impressive for someone.
Yeah.
That's, like,
and not to mention his tenants pay the rent on time.
Yeah.
They've
Or
never been
a
late,
week
right?
before.
A week
Yeah.
before. Like, where do you find that?
Yeah.
That's like why we're mainly going after equity right now as we're younger, because we don't have to manage anything. We don't have to worry about expenses. We just get that check. Whatever it is whatever it is, and we keep moving. I think that's what the best part about equity is. And we let people that are older than us handle mainly the main stuff, and we'll take that equity in return. We say we're just getting equity. We say we're just getting a wholesale fee. We say we're getting a door fee, like all that. But like at the end of the day, on top of all that, we're getting knowledge. Like we're watching these people work. Like we're watching how they structure deals. We're watching how they make their down payments, how they are bringing in operating partners, documents. Like on top of all that over here, we're getting the knowledge, and I think that's what's mainly important to us right now. So in the future, we can have our own.
No, yeah, that's good. you guys do a great job delegating. I'd say that.
Yeah. And then so like out of your entire like, let's say the past 4 years, right? What is like the lowest spot you think you guys have been in your life? And then the second part of that question is, what made you decide? How did you get out of it? Like, what was the thing that you did to change to get out of that spot?
I guess I'll go first. Yeah, I think a low point was probably last year. Like last year at the beginning of the year, like I'm in college,
Yeah.
so yeah, parties. There's drinking as well. I think my main focus, like, I completely lost my head.
Right.
So I was in that. Plus, like I was gaining a few pounds. Like I'm usually kind of a skinny guy, but yeah, it wasn't looking too good for me. Yeah, but I knew something had to change, and like it was affecting me mentally. But yeah, I started going back to the gym, and then I wanted to find out, all right, what's the best way, like, cause I could make money. Cause also I was working like 2 jobs, 2 minimum wage jobs, wasn't helping. So yeah, that's when I started researching about real estate. Like I was trying to dive into Amazon FBA, and then just going to the gym. The gym itself really changes it helped me like mentally for sure. It gave me more confidence as well, and I think just since then, like I've just been improving, and it should be going up from there.
That's great.
Yeah.
Proud of you. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Justin?
For me, it would be January 2021. It's always on January, so that's when I finished college, graduated in December. So I had a degree, but the thing with college, like once you're done, you don't get an automatic like job.
Right.
So there's always that post college where people don't. There's a lot of. I know a lot, like especially now, almost everyone my age already graduated. They're just working part times. So when I was done that month, I was not even part times would hire me. Like I had the qualifications. Part times, I applied to Aldi just as a cashier. Wasn't qualified for it. So I got rejected there. I got rejected at Costco. That month, January and February, I was just door dashing, like $50 a week. So I really like my friends would invite me out to go eat. I'm like, I can't even pay. Like, bro, I'm barely surviving on $100 a week. So that whole month I was just doing door dashing, knocking it out all day. So I felt like financially I'm 21 at that time. So I had no credit cards, no bank accounts. I was just doing DoorDash. So I felt like, damn, like as a guy, like we're meant to provide, and I'm like, I have no financial experience, no job experience, even after just college. That's when I knew that was like a time we were cracked. Like
it was that same January.
Yeah, it was a similar time. So we kind of motivated. We bounced off each other. And when he actually brought up wholesaling for first.
Yeah.
And I called it a scam on him.
Oh yeah.
Because he was looking into Bitcoin and wholesaling.
Right.
And I was like, bro, dude. Because I was still like traditional.
Yeah.
Like you just gotta get a well-paying 9 to 5. But then that month I recognized that because TikTok you could see like millionaire 21-year-olds. I'm like, bro, there's something that we don't know. They're playing by different rules.
Right.
Those are the rules I want to play.
Exactly.
That's great.
Well, look at how much you've grown since then.
Yeah.
In like just 2 years, you can see,
Well,
the progress you've made. So
Insane.
it's great.
For sure. Yeah, like now you got a whole rental property. You got an amazing deal on it.
Yeah.
Everything's running smoothly, thankfully. And you're gonna get a lot of wholesale deals this year, I got a good feeling.
No, yeah, I'm looking for that.
Yeah.
And then, so y'all being brothers, like that same time that happened, how do you think you guys helped each other out?
I think so we're very competitive.
Right.
So when I see like, oh, he's improving or he's a step ahead of me, like even the fact that he knew what Bitcoin was and I didn't, I'm like, okay, I'm doing something wrong. So I need to learn that. I think we were like there was a time he would see me. I was watching like YouTube vids on credit cards, insurance, stock market, real estate. I was on everything. I'm like, I have to learn this.
Yeah.
I don't care what it is. I want to, because I would watch those YouTube videos and I wouldn't understand at all what they were saying, and that would piss me off. So and then
I would always have to one up him, and it's just back and forth, and then that's when I said, all right, yeah, I'm gonna just dive in. While he was researching, I was just, all right, I'm gonna just do it.
Right.
And that's when I was like, all right, I was trying to get into Amazon FBA. I was trying to like make YouTube videos, and then just going. I was trying to do affiliate marketing. I was going everywhere. Yeah, I was just to one up him, and actually.
So by one-upping each other,
Yeah,
actually,
we
like,
basically
secretly boosted each other.
yeah.
Just because you both want to be better than each other. So
Yeah.
as he went up, you try to get on top, and it's just a ladder all the way up.
But like a healthy thing though.
Yeah.
Not like a,
Right.
Yeah, it's not toxic or anything.
Yeah.
It's a healthy thing. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's how you guys have a similar.
I don't even know how to look at it.
I don't even look at it.
That's a good question.
That's a good question.
I feel like we're always kind of on the same page. Like
Okay.
we're doing everything together as like a team.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's good to have competition, but like I feel like for us right now, it's
We don't see each other as competition. Like we look around like a 360 circle, like everyone around us is competition. Like
Yeah.
every single person that we look at, like hell, you guys are competition, right? But
Yeah.
even though we're still on the same team, like we're like it's like we have that brother bond to where everyone around us is competition. Like we want to be better than everyone else,
Yeah.
and that's all we talk about when it comes to motivating each other. It's like, dude, this guy's doing this, like we got to do something better. You know what I mean? Like we got to come up with something that's going to change the world. Like just like small stuff like that. It's small, but it motivates you a lot. I think I would say it's what we mainly do,
Yeah.
and we don't even know it until like we actually sit back and think about it.